Good morning. I came here because I wanted to share my piece with you, and I thought I would paint while sharing my piece. And I will say, the thought of sharing my piece and doing it wrong has made me feel a little anxious. So let's together say some calming things and do some calming things. First exhale and then sigh. Sigh out. And find the part of you that feels nervous or anxious and say some kind things to it, like, you'll be okay. It's okay right now. Everything is fine. I have a hair in my throat. You don't have to say that to the part of you. So I'm working on making some mini paintings. And right now I'm very obsessed with clouds. So I thought maybe I'd add some detail, but also just do some painting, share with you some ideas for finding peace, some reasons why it's okay to feel peaceful. I want to let you know that feeling peaceful and finding calm does not in any way take away from people who are suffering or who are in bad situations. You being peaceful gives you a better chance of assisting those people or making changes or having magical seeming insights that will help. I think there's a resistance. There's a resistance to relaxation, a resistance to being okay, slowing down, finding peace. Because in many ways we think there's too much going on. How can I possibly be peaceful at a time like this? That light is not helping. I am going to turn it off. So that's that part of your brain, maybe that lizard brain, maybe that negativity bias. It doesn't want you to be calm. It wants you to stay alert. But I bet you can think about times in your life when staying constantly alert and constantly vigilant didn't make your life better, didn't improve your existence, and instead just made you more and more anxious. And you can also probably think of times in your life when you let go of that constant vigilance, constant feeling like you had to make everything better. And in that moment, maybe some insight occurred to you. Maybe something really life-changing happened. Maybe you slowed down enough to let the magic in. So I want to encourage you in this moment to find peace however you can. I would say the great first steps are breathing deeply, giving big exhales, acknowledging but not obsessing about any feelings of anxiety you have. You can say, I see you. Thank you. Thank you for trying. Thank you for being here. I know you want what's best for me. And then you can say, it's okay to rest. And then ask yourself, can I imagine the distance between my ears? Ask yourself. Say it silently in your head right now. Can I imagine the distance between my ears? I'm doing it too. Can I imagine the distance between my eyes. Can I imagine the distance between the top of my head and the bottom of my chin? I feel the expansiveness between my left and right temples. Can I, for even a moment, find a place within me that is still, that is silent, that is calm? And can I let that part of me grow and expand out to fill more parts of me? Can I allow peace? Can I allow ease? Is there part of me that doesn't want to be peaceful? Is there a part of me that thrives on anxiety and worry and control? Can I put that down for the moment? I think you can. I think you can put it down. I'm going back just over and over and over to the things that make me feel good, feel calm, and letting go of the feeling of anxiety and shoulds. This morning, I heard crows all yelling together while I was outside drinking my coffee, reading a book, and I decided I wanted to go investigate. And as I got closer and closer to the sound, I couldn't see any crows, but I could tell they were in the trees across the field from my house. And so I stood just out of curiosity, just wondering what is happening. And then all of a sudden, a red fox ran out and ran across the field. I don't know if I have ever seen a red fox in the wild, ever. And my daughter loves foxes. She unfortunately was inside, but it felt very magical, and it felt like my desire to feel more stillness and quiet and see more magic was being answered. And that is what I'm going for. I'm going for more stillness, more peace. And when I say stillness, I mean that sort of anchored feeling where I don't need anything. I don't want for anything. I'm just still. I experienced it the other night. I was outside, maybe 8:30 or 9, looking for my cat or seeing if he wanted to come in. And the sky was so beautiful, and there were fireflies, and there was just a real feeling from the, I don't know, from the surroundings that felt just completely peaceful. And I felt like I was a part of it. And I want that for all of us. I think it's essential or important for the state, for the place where we are in the world now. So if you feel called to be creative, to meditate, to question the things you've always believed are absolutely true, I invite you to do that. I invite you to find that stillness and that peace within yourself. I hope you have a lovely day.